We've all played games we're bad at. Sometimes it's an endeavour in frustration, button pressing increasingly frantic and terse. And sometimes the difficulty makes eventual success that much sweeter. New Australian indie release Nullstar Solus is the latter, with adrenaline-fueling music to ride you through the lows and beautiful pixel art in each level. The Tasmanian precision platformer, where speed is everything, launched April 17 as part of the state's local industry showcase, Level Up Tasmania. It was created over a year and a half by independent developer Smash Attack Studios. The dystopian science fiction game asks the player to navigate a drone from a megacorporation through abandoned planets to collect resources. The game openly tells players to grab a controller upon startup, and unsurprisingly, it was developed with console gameplay in mind. A keyboard may be superior in some contexts, but driving the little drone around increasingly tight corners and navigating obstacles was far more natural on the joystick. The game is available on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch, and is verified for Steam Deck. The game considers itself approachable but challenging to master, and constantly pushes the player to achieve greater and faster times through the levels. Some levels aren't 100%ed until beating them in under 1.5 seconds. That's right, 1.5 seconds. The 2D action platformer has 100 levels across 5 planets for you and your scavenger drones to explore. Hostile environments, obstacles, and still functional security systems stand between the drone and priceless Nullstar fragments collected for your corporate overlords. Initially, only 2 drones, the Titan and Solus, are available. Each ship brings something unique to the table to help achieve the fastest time possible on each level. With a fairly short tutorial level, the game doesn't try to hold the player's hand, but the ship selection does offer a chance for newer players, whether to the game itself or the genre more widely, to get their heads around levels before striving for the perfect time. Nullstar Solus has put into practice the old adage, keep it simple, stupid, to great effect. A quiet satisfaction followed each successful, timely level completion, and the occasional addition of changing environmental factors keeps the player on their toes. This isn't a game that relies on overloading complexity to maintain the player's attention. The mechanics are straightforward and movement-oriented, with air braking and controlling the drone's thrusters the nuance to navigating around each level. The cherry on top? Players are empowered to disable one of the 4 directional thrusters with the action buttons, potentially removing an unintended level-ending slide the wrong way. Sometimes this felt tedious, a distraction from the movement-based gameplay so central to the experience. Sometimes it was just the right amount of complexity for the level, somewhat making up for the ceiling the game hits in terms of obstacles. Whether the wall is stylized on fire or electrified, it's the same demand being made of the players in a new skin. Each planet is uniquely themed and designed in a gorgeous pixel art. While some levels could have taken on any of their set pieces without being meaningfully changed, they're visually appealing. With an initial 15 levels per world, players are able to move through the different biomes at a pace which keeps the visuals exciting and fresh. The music is thematic, unsurprisingly amping, and generally easy to listen to. It adds an intensity to the game, a taunt almost, with thrilling drumming and guitar backtracking each success and failure. The art conveys the subtle story of defunct, dead planets slowly being reclaimed by the environment. Nullstar Solus doesn't promise a big sweeping narrative, and it doesn't need to. The question, can I go faster still, rings throughout, and the game both rewards repetition and perseverance. With convincingly tight mechanics to still be a joy on the 30th time, crashing directly into the same spot. Nullstar Solus won't be redefining its genre, with a little bit of tedium towards the later levels as familiar obstacles stagnate slightly, but it's certainly a great addition to precision platformers. And while there's nothing truly wrong with the game, it wasn't a perfect experience either. So the final verdict? We're giving it an 8 out of 10.
Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest in gaming news and reviews, check out our website, thebyte.au. If you'd like to support us further, please consider visiting our Patreon.